Hello, and welcome back. So, as promised, today we're gonna talk about how to draw the noses and ears. So, first of all, as we always do, let's start by discussing the main structure of the nose. So, first we have the root, and then there's the bridge of the nose. We also have the tip and the wings, and of course we have the nostrils, but usually only we don't include all these details usually in this sketch because it gives an aged appearance. Usually only the bridge and the tip of the nose are included in most illustrations, right? So I'm gonna show you 3 ways to go about this process. First of all, let's skip to the actual part. We start by drawing an isosceles triangle right here. And then we're gonna draw another isosceles triangle right beneath the first one. So when the face is in profile, what we're gonna see is the center, like this line right in the middle, right? So then we're gonna start by drawing a line from the center of the triangles. Also, when the face is in profile, it's gonna protrude from over here. And we're gonna use this line as a base to create another triangle from here. Okay? So now what we are gonna do is that we're gonna join the apexes of each triangle, like right here and here and here, to join them together and attach them to the face. By using a marker, we're gonna join the apexes of the 3 triangles we drew, also here in the faces from in the profile, and we're gonna use this to add like detail, like the nostrils for example, before we delete the unnecessary details and complete the sketch. As you can see, now it looks better. So this is one way to go about it. As for the other 2 ways, the second one is actually pretty straightforward. So basically we're gonna draw a line and then extend another short line from the side, like here, and use this line to draw the bridge. Locate it. Now we can also locate the nostrils as seen in most illustrations, and also if you want to create like an edged appearance, you could add the wings here and add like a line like seen sometimes. So if we use a marker to show you how it's gonna look, but this is like when you add all these details, it looks, like I said, more aged and kind of more like a real nose, right? So also we could use another way, the third way. This line is for the root of the nose, and this one is gonna be, but let me fix it because it's a bit messy. Drawing straight lines always a hassle, right? So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna draw an oval to cover the bridge of the nose right here, and then a circle for the tip of the nose, and another one for the wings and the nostrils, and another one over here. This is kind of like the anatomical approach to draw a nose, right? They use this kind of technique. So if we follow these circles to cover the structure, the parts of the nose, it's gonna make better sense. Also, this kind of approach, it's better or more useful when you wanna draw like the face from the side, like so. You see, if we follow the same technique to draw from this angle, it's gonna be easier to imagine the exact location for these parts. You see? So if I use my marker again to indicate these parts, but usually you don't actually show this side of the nose, but if you are using, you know, this kind of angle, it's gonna be easier to imagine these parts. Let's clean up. And also when the face is in profile, like let's say this is a face in profile, so again if we draw the oval and then the circles, it's gonna be easier to follow the shape of the nose from this point of view using this technique, you see. So this is another way to go about this process. Like now, you know, when I use the isosceles technique with the triangles to draw the nose, we talked about, let me create another isosceles technique here, triangles here. So we talked about how we can include different details here to create different types of noses, right? What I mean by that is that according to the parts you include here, you can actually give a different impression for the nose. So for example, if we include the, like in most illustrations, the tip and the bridge and the nostrils, we give like a snub type of nose, right? It gives like the snub type of feeling. And about the nostrils, if we make them facing towards, like following the line of the tip of the nose, it's gonna give like a slim kind of nose, like model-like, you know. And if we only include the tip and the nostrils without the bridge of the nose, in this case we're gonna create a shorter kind of nose, right? It gives the impression that the nose is short. And also if we include only the bridge without the tip of the nose, this gives a more narrow nose. So which parts you want to include determines this kind of impression of the nose, right? Also an extra information here. So let me first draw a sketch of the face in profile. Not a very good one. But the point is, I want to show you that the nose and the mouth, these parts of the face, they protrude, right, from the face in profile. They protrude. So, and they don't follow a straight line, rather a diagonal one. It's called, this line, it's called an E line, as in aesthetic line. So if the lips also fit within this line, this gives a better proportional face. So you might want to keep this in mind the next time you draw a face in profile. And now let's move to the next part, which is drawing the ear. First of all, again, we're gonna discuss the parts used in sketches. Let me fix this, it looks a bit tilted, kind of. Anyway, let's first discuss the main parts of the ear. We have the helix of the ear, which is right about here. This is the helix, right? And inside, on this side, we have the tragus. And this part is called the anti-tragus. We also have the anti-helix, which is like the part that's shaping the inside of the ear. It's called the anti-helix. And we have the earlobe, of course. But again, in sketches, we don't include all these parts. We only indicate the helix, the earlobe, like I said, the helix, and the tragus. This way, there is also the inner part. This line, you see, the inner part of the entire helix is also usually included, this part, to make it look ear-like, right? These are the parts that are mostly included in different illustrations. So what if the face is from the back? We have like the back of the head. The parts that are gonna be included are the back of the ear and the helix and the earlobe, right? You must have seen it in certain sketches and illustrations. So this is about it. Now let's talk about the location, the where we place the ear, right? So first of all, it's attached. The ear is attached on a diagonal angle, right? Not a straight line. And the ears are the same size as the length from the eyes to the nose. So I drew a face in profile, and from the front it's the same size as the length from the eyes to the nose, like so. So if we use these lines to draw the ear here, again we're gonna include the main parts, which are the helix and the tragus and the inner part of the entire helix, to make this ear appropriate. Again here, following the lines. What else? So as for the size of the eye from the front, it's about half an eye's width, right? From here, and when the face is in profile, it's the distance between the eyes and ears, which is twice the width of an eye seen in profile, right? And as for the distance from the forehead to the front of the ear and all the way to the back of the head, this distance should be the same. So this is about it. I hope you found this useful.